This reboot has had such incredible LGBTQ plus representation, and we are about to see it with episode 6.
You fight so hard to have like our stories be told in an authentic way. And so for Roberto and Lindsay to understand how important that speech that Ash gives is in a climate that we're living in now where like anti-trans legislation is at an all-time high was super meaningful to me as just a person, and to be a part of that super meaningful. And then it's like, you have Noah finally coming out and like making a decision, which like thank God, and she's gonna live her truth and hopefully be happy and healthy and glowing. And then every background artist that was there was coming up to us just being like, hey, like I am a queer person who wants to act, like how can I like get in the space that you're in. And like it's why I got into this industry, and it's such a great reminder why I do this. It's healing for me in my own journey in and of itself, which is an interesting thing that I never thought would happen in my career because there was no trans masculine representation. I think we make up 5% of the media. To play this character comes with a lot of weight and like a lot of responsibility that I'm aware of. And so when he finally gets his moment in the sun to speak about what's really important to him and stand up and fight for what's right, I went through a whole dive of just like real life anti-trans speeches. I did truly immerse myself in everything that's going on. It was heartbreaking and it was hard. And everything that Ash feels in that moment, I brought myself to that moment and how I actually feel presently, which is sad, but it's gonna help a lot of people, I think.
I can tell you right now, I know it's going to help so many people because, I mean, there's just so much at stake for our community, especially this year. And the fact that this episode is airing in the middle of Pride Month, like you said, the creators of this show could not have planned this out any more perfectly.
It still feels like a fever dream, to be honest with you. I don't really know how I got here, and I don't know how I got so lucky to be doing this. But it's an honor, and it's something that I wear proudly. And I hope that we get to continue to tell these stories. If it's not, me, then I hope that it's someone else. And I hope that more trans people are in the writer's room, more queer people are in the writer's room, more stories being told by us for us, and done right. And I think we are swinging on the right direction. And I just hope that that keeps moving forward.
I'm right there with you, my friends. And one thing that I also really loved about this Pride episode is, of course, it has its very vital and important and emotional and moving moments, but it's also a pool party. How much fun was it for you just to film this pool party and be with everybody in the community?
It was sick. It was incredible. Like, I mean, even our director, Alex, like, once we were finished and wrapped for the day, we got everyone around, even including the background artists. We played music and we just like literally like danced in celebration. And it was earned. It was deserved because, like you said, this show is filled with trauma, and it's filled with a lot of sadness, and it's filled with a lot of scary moments. And so I'm really happy that this episode gets to be a celebration at the end where, before all of the other things happen, there's a breath of fresh air and there's a release of just like acceptance and love. And like you said, like we're all just trying to live and be happy just like everyone else, and celebrate our lives. And I think that is what this episode does really, really well.